Imagine waking up tired and fatigued, only to check the mirror and the face staring at you is not yours, but you're trapped in the body of an old woman. What would you do? Find out in the story of Amina. It was a calm morning in a quiet village, the kind of morning where the birds sing and the air smells fresh. But for Amina, everything had changed. She woke up in a strange body, feeling heavy and slow. Her heart pounded as she looked around her small familiar room. There, next to her bed, was a large sack full of money. More money than she had ever seen in her entire life. But something wasn't right. She staggered and stumbled to the mirror, and what she saw made her scream. The face staring back at her wasn't hers. It was the face of an old woman, wrinkled, grey-haired, and tired. Gone was her smooth, dark skin, her slender body, and her youthful glow. She was no longer 20. How? How did this happen? Amina screamed, her heart racing. She could barely remember her last moment before everything changed. Her family had always been poor, super poor. She lost her mom when she was 6, leaving her younger sister, and her father. They struggled every day to put food on the table. How could there be so much money in her room now? And why was she in the body of an old woman? She screamed, calling out for her younger sister, but she was nowhere to be found. Days passed, and her confusion only grew. Her father had left the village on a journey not long ago, claiming he would do whatever it takes to lift them out of poverty. When he finally returned, he came and he met an old woman. Amina started crying, explaining to her father, demanding an answer why she was looking that way. Amina's father came with a heavy heart. Amina demanded answers, and what she learned broke her completely. Her father had gone to a powerful herbalist, seeking wealth through a forbidden money ritual. But the price for that wealth was far too high. The herbalist demanded a sacrifice, Amina's youth. Her father agreed, thinking it was the only way to save their family. Now Amina was cursed. She would forever be trapped in an old woman's body unless she consumed the essence and energy of others. Only then would she turn back into her young self, but only for 3 days before the curse forced her to become old again. When her father confessed, he wept and begged Amina for forgiveness. He never meant for it to go this far. Amina, with her soft heart, forgave him because she loved her father so much. But the deed was done, and there was no way to undo it. Soon, Amina's hunger for human essence became unbearable. Desperate to regain her youth, she gave in. She fed on the life energy of innocent people, causing them to die. And as they died, she grew young again, and the money continued to flow. But the joy never lasted long. In just a few days, she would return to her cursed form, and the cycle would begin again. But the villagers were not blind. People began to go missing, and whispers of evil magic spread across the village. They noticed how suddenly Amina's family became wealthy, while the rest of the villagers suffered. Anger grew, and one night, a crowd gathered outside Amina's home with torches and weapons. The villagers stormed Amina's house, demanding answers. Her father tried to protect her, but the truth came out. Amina's secret was revealed. She had never wanted this. She never asked for this. But the villagers didn't care. In their rage and anger, they set Amina's house on fire, burning her father and her younger sister alive. As punishment for their greed, Amina survived, but her heart was broken. She was left all alone, carrying the curse that her father had brought upon her. She had never wanted to hurt anyone, and now she would live the rest of her life as a warning of dangers of greed. But I ask you, did she deserve such a fate? Was it fair that an innocent girl was cursed for a choice she never made? Leave your answers in the comment section.